Buenos dias, dámy a pánové, já vás vítám u naší první série na hru Hrozně Origins. Jdeme si teda promluvit s tím borcem, trpasličím borcem, co ho máme tady.
Look, I already told the proving master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me? Nor I you, but it's pretty obvious who you're working for. I am, so if you're not here to... How do you know who I am? I know it hurt my cousin, and I don't mean anything personal. Just tell Doolin, tell him I sprained my wrist. I'm going to sit this out. It's not that simple. I'm a good man. I try to live by the Paragon's examples, but it's not always easy. I've done things I'm not proud of. This will just be another addition to the list. Don't think there's anything you can say to shame me that I haven't already told myself.
To už asi.
If you're looking for seats, speak with a guardsman.
OK, a kde je ten náš druhej? Počkej, mrknu se na to. Ale je ten náš druhej, to by mě se sakramentsky taky mě zajímalo. A, teď bude to možná. Mrkneme se tu. A, bojovníci to nic. Nic. Tak tady zjistíme si velký kulový. Tady.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before. Was. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today. I bet he did. That man thinks nothing is beneath him. Well, you could just tell him I had my reasons. It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Harriman's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes. Oh? And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly? Whatever Harriman's plan is, Doolin would be in on it. I'm sorry. You seem sincere, and I wish you luck. But if you're wrong, you don't have to live in the consequences.
Tak jo, jdeme to teda splnit a potom se podíváme teda do toho. Teďka splníme tady tyhle ty věci a pak... Dobrý den, pane. Špatně jsem klikal.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight? Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king. Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed? We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start? Fight start at the gong and go to first blood. No eye gouging, no groin pulls. The rules of each bout will be announced when it starts. You should be comfortable with normal weapons and lyrium enhanced weapons, in single combat, pairs, or battle units. Are you ready to start? That's what I like to hear. I will warn you though, this is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor. Do you want to start or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring. Go down to the ring then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the Warrior Caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Heramont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Iduken and our future King Balin.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Fear is your No quarter!
Já přece nebudu prohrávat.
Stay still! Here we go!
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Děkuji!
That was an exciting start, Warden. Sewern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent? Excellent! Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round, Heramont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the Warrior Caste Twin Terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, the Aja
Ano.
Lukja.
Ano.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Okay.
Or do you actually think you have a chance?
Když chceš...
No, you can do better than that. You had it coming. Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? Let's make this quick, shall we? On your guard!
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Ten míš.
Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Ano.
Excellent! Let us go. This is a glory proof. Heramont's champion has held the field so far. But how will he do against one of the legendary Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue. And to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name. First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance? Only one shall stand! A little frantic? I can see why.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Heramont will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent? Excellent! Let us go. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiachet fought as King Bloodlick II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojciech Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojciech Ivo and Valans. Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Alistar. Tak když už šedý strážci, tak ať jsou oba dva.
You're going down. Time for some fun. On your guard.
Dík, Alistare. Za šedí strážci vedle sebe.
The winner is the Grey Warden. Wojciech Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Haremont picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent? Excellent! Let us go. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotr Idukan has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Haremont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition's summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
O, já už vedu všechny. Ale no, počkej. My to už děláme tady. Tak, je tady všichni toto. My budeme počít 3, tak to zvládneme rychle. No, když to potom to dá pěkně mydlí. Počkej, jdeme tady. Na toho.
A little frantic? I can see why. Time for some fun.
Right, man. Another match. Sometimes.
Jo, ale jenom mi to trčíme tady úplně trošička, vole.
Here we go. Oh, the Grey Warden!
Aliena. První.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Haremont. Through this day, we affirm the friendship between our city and your order.
Děkuji vám, přátelé. Nyní už můžu odejít. Spokojeně. Sál z toho se nachází ve čtvrtě oky. Tak, máme tu diamantovou čtvrť.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards. The stories I heard were a little racier. It had to do with how a bard assassinated her target, how they were lulled into complacency.
If those stories were true, who would ever agree to entertain a bard in their court?
Oh, I don't know, there's a certain allure to danger, isn't there? And besides, you couldn't all be assassins, could you? I'd take my chances. If the stories were true, that is.
We had rules about that sort of thing. Strict rules.
Such as? You're not gonna tell me, are you?
Let's just say I had plenty of reasons to join the chantry, shall we? And leave it at that.
Asi tak bych to řekla, ne, řekla bych to lépe. Tak, a kde to mám hledat? Sál sněmovny, OK.
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons. Shocking allegation.
Počkej, se podívám, kde je ten sál sněmovny, je tam. Dobrý, tak běžím tady nahoru.
News of the hour. 2 more clans endorsed Lord Balin as the new king.
Jo, to jsou. Tak. Tak.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to.
Dobře, dobře. Chovám se tiše.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
OK.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only dashers and occasional guests of state are allowed in. Oh, Stone. You must be the Grey Warden. I completely forgot about the Gate Guard's message. Welcome to Orzamar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne. Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The assembly is blind to all else. I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Tak jo, co mám teda dělat? Tak jdeme se podívat za lordem. Který tu žije. A já se pak vydám do těch dolů, aspoň, když už nic.
News of the hour! Raise your voice in support of Lord...
On it. Right.
Já nechci nic vzít, já jenom hledám krále. Majordomus. Má pane majordome.
If you're looking for Lord Doolan Forender, you'll find him at Tapsters, taking his evening.
Jo. Jsem zapomněla, že tam toho týpka potřebuji najít jinde. Aspoň, že tak. Všechny dokumenty jsem jim dala, takže já nechápu, co na tom chtějí ještě hledat.
Trosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the proving was nothing short of amazing. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now. His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyrell Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne. You may not know the story, but Balin is actually the youngest of three. Endrin's eldest, Trian, was murdered in the Deep Roads not a year ago. His middle son was found standing over the body and was exiled. But I've always found it suspicious that Balin knew just where to look. Endrin loved his sons too much to voice such suspicions. But he knew Balin's only interest in ruling was to further his own power.
Tak to...
Balin resents me because I did not believe his setup. I wanted a full investigation, a trial, not this knee-jerk reaction. It speaks poorly of Balin that Endrin himself was the first to think that he should not be trusted. For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal Carter she runs? I'm glad you're so eager. If you help me shut her down, we can show the Assembly I am the right king to defend Orzammar. Jarvia hides her base in Dusttown, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but casteless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city. Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Tak, král mě přijal hned, já si tady taky hned udělám ze všech všude tady tohle. Já už mám plný volpíci.
Be aware that the Grey Wardens have Lord Harrowmont. Be unafraid to follow suit.
Měšťanská čtvrť a teď jdeme najít ty další.
Harrowmont has suckered the warden. Balin will not allow it.
Defend yourself. I never liked this part. Make a reserve. Win.
It's either you or me, and it isn't gonna be me.
You forced our hand.
No, už to tady doděláme, tak se od tábora. Jako já v průběhu tady těch soubojů, mám tady co říkat. Tady ty souboje, tady v tomhle Dragon Age jsou někdy nudné, potom dvojka to je lepší.
I never liked this part.
I think we work well together.
This should be easy enough.
Jdeme. Prachov.
Let's get started.
Chudina se teda nežije moc dobře, no. Zjistím, co se tady s tím dá dělat. Alimarův obchod. Mám hledat tady v Prachově, tak jdu hledat v Prachově.